I didn't know what he was doing. So at the Grand Slam of Darts, backstage, I can remember exactly, it's in the old venue, I took him on the floor, and I said, what did I do? It happened. And he was like, what happened here? Because we threw the big Phil Taylor on the floor. Yeah, sorry, that was me.
Stevie and I, as I said to you earlier on in the show, we were lucky enough to come to a night with the champions a few weeks ago, and we did think, we left there that night and we thought you were one of the best up there. And
we had a moment that we loved, that Phil Taylor was talking a lot.
He was talking so much nonsense.
You said at one point, which cracked us up, you said to him that he's lucky you weren't born earlier.
Yeah, just to wind him up, because I'm his worst nightmare, trust me.
Is there a bit of you that believes that, though? If you were born earlier and played when he was at his peak?
100%.
Yeah.
Because he was playing really well, even when I was at the beginning, when I was playing, when I was coming up, when I was winning tournaments. He had a lot of problems with me. Always has been.
He had problems with you?
No, just, because I'm...
Playing against you.
Playing against me, because I'm a good art player.
Oh, right.
And that's how he always... If you look the first time when he beat me in the World Championship, how he jumped on the stage, I was only a kid, and you know what I mean. He was so happy to beat me at that time.
Yeah, it's a good point.
It's good, and also I see it as a credit to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
When someone from his caliber does that,
That's a compliment.
I was looking for that word.
Yeah. It's like if somebody in the Premier League plays like a League One or a League Two team in the FA Cup, and then they scrape through.
Yeah, and then they all throw the arms in the air and jump around.
100%. Yeah. So, do you think if Phil Taylor was at the peak of his powers like now, would he still be winning majors and trophies and?
100%. Of course, it's not that because what he did for the game and how good he was, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But at one point, he was started to play a little bit not as good anymore, and he was getting a little bit sore person. You know what I mean? And that's what didn't help his career on the end, I think. And
right.
He didn't need that.
No.
He could have waved everyone away. But he's. You always want to. Sometimes when you stop, you have to stop. But if in his mind he still can't stop, and then he starts to get a little bit of a sore man, and you don't want to, because I think he won too much to be like that.
Yeah, yeah. It was a shame because they would ask you or Gary or any of the champions.
At the night.
They would ask you a question, and he would answer instead of you. He would butt in.
Yeah, but he did it with everyone.
Yeah.
He was acting like he was pissed. Yeah, he was actually there, isn't it?
Yeah.
If someone else on the telly would watch that program, would think Phil Taylor's pissed.
Yeah. The YouTube comments weren't very kind about it. No.
About what?
Because they uploaded.
I had the video, but I've not seen it yet.
Yeah.
What kind of?
Because the PDC uploaded the whole evening, and the top comment said, "Skip to 1 hour 1 minute for when Phil Taylor leaves the stage." And everyone thumbs it up and just watch from that point.
Yeah, but that's for his career and what he done for the sport. And it's...
Yeah.
Why is he putting himself in that position?
No.
That's why I don't understand. He doesn't need it.
No.
Do you think that kind of goes back to the final goal fallacy thing you were talking about? Like where he now knows he can't hit that peak, so it's a bit like...
A little bit bitter
where
to see
do I
Michael
go?
Still doing it and everyone else still doing it, maybe. Do you feel like he's resentful of your career?
What does it mean, resentful?
Do you think he's... It sounds weird saying it because he's like the GOAT, but is he jealous that you can now carry on and you're at that level?
I don't know if he's jealous, but I know one thing. I'm partly to blame. Partly to blame in combination with other things for his retirement, I think.
I like that. Who is the greatest darts player of all time?
Greatest? Phil Taylor.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Will you overtake what he did?
Talking the greatest and the best. That's two different subjects, huh?
Take it away.
Who's the best player of all time?
Why people laughing? People like me, honest. Me.
So you're the best.
Yeah, 100%.
But he's the greatest.
100%.
But the greatest is down to legacy.
Yeah, but if we talk now to head, huh? Yeah, a lot of people always, back in the day, when they had to play Phil Taylor, because they already lost 100 times to him, you had them in the pocket. But then when new people come on the scene, even the Raymond van Barneveld in the year before he stepped over to the PDC, he had problems with him in the beginning. So as soon as he had him under control, he had him in his pocket. But he never had me under control.
No.
And that was the problem.
Yeah, and he didn't like that.
No.
You said at the start of the show you would answer any question.
Tell me.
Who would win in a boxing match?
Ooh, you.
You or Phil Taylor?
Not even a question. Shall I tell you another funny thing?
Yeah, good.
One time, Phil Taylor was always my mate, Ricky Hatton, Ricky Hatton. And he come to every player after his game. He always comes to the player, a little bit of boxing moves. But I didn't know what he was doing. So at the Grand Slam of Darts, backstage, I can remember exactly, it's in the old venue. I took him like, on the floor. And I said, what did I do? It happened. And he was like, what happened here? Because we threw the big Phil Taylor on the floor. Yeah, sorry, that was me. Yeah.
How old were you at this time?
I'm talking about, must be 8 years ago or something.
Wow, what a scoop that is.
9 years ago. Yeah.
Wow. We see sometimes a little bit of needle between
But
players.
there has to be, yeah.
Yeah.
He loves to give it as well, Phil. So he can also take it. He's not
Yeah.
That's not. But that's. But if you be yourself, if you're not yourself, it's harder for you.
Well, I love darts. I only came into it maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but I love when there's a little bit of spice up on stage or a little bit of needle.
Why do you that?
But
You like the drama.
I love it when it is. Don't worry.
Do you like it?
Yeah, of course. Then I can watch it a little bit.
I like it. Has there ever been like an altercation on stage, or when there are altercations on stage?
Yeah,
When you go,
yeah, of course, I've been in the past.
yeah, and when you go backstage, does it just end there? Then are you friends again, or
Sometimes no,
right?
but sometimes yes. But what happens behind stage behind stage?
Right.
Well, of course, no. How can you be on stage having a pom with each other and afterwards? High five, mate. That's not,
Getting down. Bang.
doesn't happen with me. That's one thing for sure.
No.
No,
What do you mean by that?
I don't want to be a two-face.
No.
Just
You say it how it is. Yeah.
and if you like it or not,
Yeah.
be my guest.
Well, we're going to come to the Palace on Thursday to watch, aren't we?
So the day this is released, yeah.
we're going to come
Okay.
down. And what happened, we asked Gezi this, so we kind of know the answer, but I'd love to get your opinion. When we see the darts players up there in all their glory, and they finish, and just the finish a set, and they go backstage, what happens behind those curtains?
During a break.
In a break.
Yeah, what are you doing behind there?
The first thing I always do, having a piss. Every break.
Every break?
Every break. Having
Really?
a piss, have a drink, walk back. But before you went to the toilet, you have to walk far, and it's always the same.
Is it?
Yep.
There's not like a magic world behind there.
No. It's all curtains, the production teams, people from the tournament director. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the way how it is.